Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 896, and today's topic is the industrial manufacture of paint and its classification. The manufacturing of paint, as I have already told you, is very interesting area. First, we are manufacturing the pigment that I have already discussed, and here in the case of paint industries, we are mixing all those different pigments to our need, desire and demand, and they are mainly used for decorative purpose and for coating purpose to protect from ultraviolet rays, from radiation, for ornamental reason, inside, indoor, outdoor, and we are using the aisle, and that aisle is known as vehicle, where all these color material, the mixtures, they are suspended, and mainly we are using for manufacture of the paints linseed oil, tung oil, castor oil, but mainly it is linseed oil, and the linseed boiled one is used, because once it is boiled, then its drying time is reduced from 2 to 3 days, and also in this we are adding some drying agent as a catalyst to accelerate the drying process, and these paints are classified on the basis of their application. For example, if it is outdoor, that is outside house paint, indoor paint, and they are mixed with different pigments like zinc oxide, titanium oxide and white lead. Then we are using vehicle, that is drying oil, that is your linseed. In this way we are using, and some other filling material. In the same way, when we are going for decorative purpose like indoor preparation of paint, so we are adding different pigments, sometimes to protect some chemical reaction, and some other coatings are there. So there are different applications, and on the basis of different need, desire, we are mixing different type of pigments to prepare different paints, and that I will be giving one by one their family and manufacturing. So here I have given some points about the paints, and under the heading that is industrial manufacture of paints and their classification, which is based on applications. So number one, paints are stable mixtures of one or more pigments. The main function of pigments is to impart the desired color. That is the main role of pigments. First we have to manufacture the pigment, and after manufacturing the pigment, then we are going to mix it, and that is the mechanical process, and it is a mechanically stable mixture, that is called paint, to our desired color, and the pigments are responsible for desired color and to protect the film from penetration of radiation. So it is having two properties. The paints, first it will give you the color, what color you desire, and second it will protect from radiation like ultraviolet radiation or some other heat radiation which we are getting from the sun or in the atmosphere. Radiation such as ultraviolet rays, the pigments and extenders are carried or suspended in drying oils, and that drying oils in which it is suspended is commonly known as vehicle. That is in paint industry. In paint industry, the drying oils where the color pigments are suspended are known as vacuole. Vacuole or drying oil is film forming material to which other ingredients are added in varying amounts. The purpose of paint may be protective or decorative or both. So the purpose of paint is both. It is as a decorative for ornamental purpose, for beautification, and also to protect. Number 2, the paint is applied by following methods which are very common: brushing, dipping, spraying, or roller coating. Nowadays roller coating is very common for applying the paint. Some of the various drying oils that have been used in making the paints, and they are linseed oil, castor oil, and then tung oil, etc. But the most important, widely used one is that is your linseed oil. The linseed oil has widely been used. It is boiled, and linseed is usually used instead of unboiled, because boiled linseed oil can be dried within 2 days time. Boiled because boiled linseed oil develops a good drying power and require only 2 days for drying. The drying time is reduced by adding some catalyst dryers to accelerate the drying of the film. The dryers they act to promote the process of film formation. That is the role of dryer. Thinners they maintain the uniformity of the film. And the important varieties of paints in the market, you will get the following names like emulsion paint, latex paint, metallic paint, epoxide resin paints, oil paints, water paint, and water paint is also known as distemper. So now I am going to discuss the classification of paints. The paints are mainly classified on the basis of their applications. So these are all classifications are given. Roman number 1, exterior house paints. These paints generally have constituents such as the pigments are zinc oxide, titanium dioxide, and white lead. So these are the the pigments which are mixed. Then extenders are talc, brides, and clay. That is your extenders mixed in it. And then vacuole means the oil, that is boiled linseed oil. And the thinners are mineral spirits, or we can call it ethyl alcohol, and naphthas. The color pigments are added in varying amounts for a light tint. Number 2, interior wall paints. These paints are manufactured by mixing pigments, and these pigments are white and color pigments. A vacuole is varnish or boiled linseed, and resin is emulsifying phenol formaldehyde resin. So the phenol formaldehyde resin is your emulsifying agent and casing. Number 3, fire resistant paints. These paints consist of borax, zinc borate, ammonium phosphate, synthetic resins, etc. as anti-fire chemicals. These paints impart protective action on the article being coated through easy fusion of the pigments and other paint ingredients, giving off fumes on heating that do not support the combustion. Number 4, the chemical resistant paint. These paints consist mainly of black oleoresinous varnishes, chlorinated rubber compositions, bitumen varnishes, and phenolic dispersions as chemical resistant materials. So with this I will stop, and in the next lecture again I will be continuing the second part of classification of paints. Once again, thank you very much for watching the lecture.